This is the man authorities believe is responsible for the death of Callie Brunett and her 4-year-old daughter, Erin. Brunett and Daniel Callihan had been in an on-again, off-again relationship before he allegedly killed her and took off with her kids. Tangipahoa Parish Deputy Chief Jimmy Travis says the sheriff's office was alerted to Brunett's missing status by her mother Wednesday evening.
At that time, deputies started searching through her phone.
She was found by her father the next morning, dead on a bloody bedroom floor. The sheriff's office did not check her house themselves. Her car was not in the driveway.
No one, including her parents, believed that her body was still here in the house. They thought that she didn't come home and might have been someplace else.
Once TPSO was notified about Brunett's body, Travis says they knew 6-year-old Jaylee and 4-year-old Erin were in danger.
Their mother's been brutally murdered. So, our concern right now is for the safety of these children.
However, it took several hours before an Amber Alert went out.
We provided the state police with that information as soon as we could this morning, probably in the neighborhood of 9:30. We asked that they go out immediately. We made a couple follow-up phone calls to state police, and they said, we're working on it.
Around 3:30, authorities announced Callihan had been captured in Jackson, Mississippi. Jaylee was okay, but Erin had been killed. Her body found in a wooded area.
We're going to work this crime scene with a scalpel.
What was expected to be a routine update about the tragic information took an unexpected turn when Chief Joseph Wade also revealed what else they found.
Based on the crime scene that we've observed here today, we have contacted NBI's Human Trafficking Division, along with Hines County's Human Trafficking Division. We also have our juvenile division on scene because based on the crime scene, what it looks like, this may be a location where there has been some human trafficking done. We see cages, small animal cages. It's very, very disturbing to me as a police chief and as a father to witness and see what I just saw.
Adding they haven't ruled out the possibility of more victims.
We don't know if there's other children in the woods. We don't know if there's other remains in the woods. We don't know, but we're going to find out.
While he did not elaborate about the cages or any other evidence found at the scene,
Covenant House, New Orleans.
Human trafficking expert Sherry Combs says trafficking as a motive is not as far-fetched as it seems.
Several years back, there was a victim that was found in a cage and she was being trafficked by her family. I don't know if cages is the only reason why that chief came out and said that. I would like to think that there was some other evidence that led him to believe that there may be other children or that those particular children were being trafficked.
According to the sheriff's office, the FBI has taken over the case.
Mr. Callihan, do you have anything to say?
I would like to.
Did you kill Erin Brunett?
Unfortunately, on Lexapro, sober, no drugs in my system, I did.
Why? Why did you kill the 3-year-old girl?
I have no reason for what I did. All I know is I want to say I was sober and only on Lexapro and off Lexapro, and I'm also diagnosed borderline with a multiple personality disorder, and I have not got to talk to a lawyer, and I'm on suicide watch, but I'm not suicidal. But
did you kill her mom? Did you kill her mom?
The Lexapro.
Did you kill her mom?
Whose mom?
Erin's mom.
I'm at Rankin County Jail if y'all would like an interview.
Do you regret what you did?
Completely.
You regret what you did?
I would kill me, and I have told them everything that I did, and I have agreed to not fight it, speedy trial, and the death chamber, whatever it is.
Do you hope for the death penalty?
For what I did, lethal injection is the easiest thing for me.
Are you pretending to be crazy?
No, I'm not pretending to be crazy. Look me up in Region 8. Borderline multiple personality disorder. You better look it up before you say pretend to be crazy. I'm certified. I was only at Nut House 2 weeks now.
Why'd you help him?
Jackson police arrested 32-year-old Victoria Cox for her involvement in the murder and kidnapping. Cox is believed to be in a relationship with Callihan and previously lived less than a mile away from where Callie Brunett was murdered. The Jackson police chief said detectives were not clear on the role Cox played, but said both could face the death penalty if prosecutors choose to follow that route.
Holidays and birthdays will never be the same. Nothing will ever be the same. A mother and child are dead, and the other daughter is recovering from a traumatic event.
I can assure you they're overwhelmed. I mean, obviously they're grief-stricken. They have a lot on their plate to digest.
On Wednesday, 35-year-old Callie Brunett's family couldn't get in touch with her. That night, her car was gone, and the parents got in touch with deputies.
We know that they were concerned, but they were not alarmed, as in obviously what happened. They did not expect that to have happened. They just wanted to report to us that they had not seen her, and that was a little unusual.
Thursday morning, Brunett's father found her dead on her bedroom floor. Her two daughters were nowhere in sight. The sheriff and deputies started working around 9 a.m. on an Amber Alert, but the alert didn't go out for another 3 hours.
But it certainly, in hindsight, we wished it had gone out sooner.
State police say the delay happened because information was missing from the Amber Alert form.
I know that we reached out and asked a couple of times what's taking so long. They never told us there's incomplete or missing information. That's not what was given to us. They said they were doing everything they could to move as quickly as they could.
Edwards says Callihan led officers to the woods where Callie Brunett was found alive in her mother's car. She was brought to an area hospital. Her younger sister, Erin, her body was found in the woods near the car.
I'm sure you know that anytime you have a young victim, such as a 6-year-old, that requires specialized skill and training to be able to interview those and to be able to interrogate and get statements from them.
You guys, we have a situation where the apple do not fall far from the tree, and unfortunately, genetic makeup may be a contributing factor to Daniel Callihan's criminal history. Unfortunately, Daniel Callihan's father took the life of Rebecca Forbes in 1990. Rebecca Forbes was 18 at the time, and he dumped her body into a river. They did not locate her body until 3 weeks later after she was missing. Daniel Callihan's father was sentenced to prison. However, with the assistance of another woman, he escaped the prison system, kidnapped another teenage woman, and then shot the woman who assisted him in escaping prison. We have here Rebecca Ford's mother is going to recount the events that took place during the time she was searching for her daughter.
And she said, "Mom, I don't know if I should tell you this or not, but I'm hearing that the guy that kidnapped those two little children is the son of Callie Wayne Drott." And it brought it all back.
Friday morning, Virginia Freeman was jolted back to the worst time of her life nearly 25 years ago.
She was going in the Navy.
News of Daniel Callihan's arrest for the murder of Callie Brunett and her 4-year-old daughter brought everything back up.
She was going to graduate in May
when she discovered he's the son of the man who killed her daughter, Rebecca.
Rebecca Forbes was reported missing April 29th after she didn't return home from a day at the Italian festival in Independence, Louisiana. The next night, Forbes' blood-stained shirt was found on this road about a mile east of Amite, Louisiana. That was the beginning of a 3-week search by law enforcement officials from 4 agencies. An ordeal that had the Forbes family in turmoil. Authorities asked for home videos of the festival, hoping to spot Forbes in the crowd. Officials say they received about 5 videos and talked with many people.
Over this 3-week period, our detectives have questioned many suspects.
That suspect is 23-year-old Callie Wayne Drott, an Amite resident. Authorities say they found blood and hair samples and other evidence in his car linking him to the incident. Officials believe Drott and Forbes left the festival together. They say Drott drove to this location and allegedly beat Forbes to death, stuffed her body into the trunk of his car, and threw her off the Tangipahoa River Bridge.
She had been in the river for 3 weeks on a sand pile. And they were lucky enough to find, which there wasn't very much of her left.
Drott confessed to killing her, but always claimed it was an accident. He pleaded guilty to manslaughter and was given a 25-year sentence. However, he escaped his New Orleans prison and went on the run with another woman, who he later shot. During his time on the lam, he kidnapped a teenage girl and later shot himself to death.
I would describe him as a very disturbed, probably had a very bad childhood.
Callihan was only a toddler at the time, and it's unclear what his relationship with his father was, but he did not take his last name. The crimes he's accused of are eerily similar to his father's.
Did he grow up knowing that his daddy was a killer and then he turned out to be one too? You know, how can that be?
Freeman says though it happened in 1990, it still feels like yesterday, even more so now that this has happened.
I have forgiven him, but I haven't forgotten. And it was very hard. Still is.
Hello, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Karen Classified. I hope you guys comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I also hope you leave your comments down within the section below. Here we have a story in regards to a young lady by the name of Callie. And Callie has 2 children, one age 6 and the other was 3. The youngest of the 2 unfortunately lost her life at the hands of Daniel Callihan. And this is a super sad and unfortunate situation. There are so many things within this case that it's concerning to me, you guys. And one of the major concerns that I have is that they submitted an Amber Alert at 9 a.m. However, it did not go live until 12. And the police department is stating that they submitted the information to the Amber Alert Center. However, when they continue to follow up, the Amber Alert Center continued to say that they were working on it. They were working on it. But then the Amber Alert people are saying that the police department didn't give them all the information they needed in order to release the Amber Alert. In my opinion, when you're dealing with children, in a case like this, it's very time sensitive. You don't have the time to sit here and point the finger back and forth. Someone should have taken the initiative to go over and beyond and say, hey, it's been 30 minutes. What is going on? And we don't need any more excuses. We need this to be released, and we need it to be released now. Because that 3 hours, that's a long time frame. And that is a lengthy amount of time for anything to happen. And by that time, other people could have been calling in as they saw the car on the road. You guys, this is a very sad and unfortunate situation. Also, you have Daniel, who's already aligning himself up. He's stating, I was on my medication, but I wasn't on my medication. I just got out 2 weeks ago. When the guy asked him, was he playing crazy? He was like, I'm certified. I am certified. Multi-personalities. It's like, are you kidding me? And then he also stated, I didn't have a lawyer there with me, and I confessed. I said to everything. So my thing, are you going to fight the fact that you didn't have a lawyer present? Is he going to now use, hey, I was in a mental health hospital 2 weeks prior to this incident. I should not have been released. He also said, I'm not suicidal, but they have me on suicide watch. But I'll take my life. He's making a lot of contradicting statements. And as far as I'm concerned, that's, to me, is just cause for concern. I don't know. What are your guys' opinion in this entire situation? Do you think that the Amber Alert was not released within a reasonable amount of time? Do you think because this was a sensitive situation that someone should have followed up sooner? Do you think that he is actually have a lot of mental health issues? Or do you think he's playing along with the system just to try to be able to get away with this? Do you think that the lady Victoria Cox helped him? devised this plan and or helped him with these taking the life of the young little girl? Like, what are your thoughts in this entire situation? I know that this is what they have presented, and I do need to wait for more details before I just come out, just saying concretely, okay, this is what I think it is, just in my opinion. However, there's just a lot of moving parts and a lot of different situations going on. But in the midst of all of this, that 6-year-old is going to need all the love, all the counseling that she can get. My heart goes out to Callie's family. My prayers go out to Callie's family. And I hope that they get the help that they're going to need in order to navigate this difficult situation. You guys, I hope everyone stays safe and take care.